What's up, everybody? It's your favorite neighborhood lawyer, Marquel Cade with Cade Mark Law, back with another resource for you. The cold spell has been knocking out heat in apartments and homes across the country. And a lot of clients have been calling me and asking me, when can I withhold my rent? Well, every state is different, but generally speaking, there are at least 3 things you should do before you... Now, before we get into that, generally speaking, when you're talking about withholding rent from your landlord, you're trying to do so under a law that's generally called the warranty of habitability. The warranty of habitability is just a general law that means that any place that you live or inhabit, if you're renting a commercial space, must be livable. It must be usable for the tenant. The warranty of habitability covers things like making sure you have heat, making sure that you have working water, hot water, if you will. There are a few other things that the warranty of habitability covers, and there are a few things that it doesn't cover. For example, when I got to Colorado, I learned the hard way that AC is not required. Not every state requires AC for the warranty of habitability to be fulfilled. Now, I'm sure there are some states where this does apply, places where it's super hot and humid, where heat stroke is possible. But in Colorado, under the warranty of habitability, you're not required to have AC. Just a quick little fun fact. The first thing you want to do before you talk about withholding rent from your landlord in most cases is notify the landlord of the issue. You want to let them know you have no hot water. Let them know that the heat isn't working. Without notifying your landlord, you can't just now take the next step and withhold rent. You have to let them know that there's an issue in the first place. Step number 2, wait for them to fix it. I have so many clients that go, yeah, I told my landlord yesterday that the heat didn't work and it still doesn't work today, but they have a repairman coming out. You can't do anything to withhold rent in these circumstances. You've notified your landlord, yes, but you have to also give them an opportunity to fix it. Now, this opportunity to fix it doesn't mean they can go 3 months with your heat off or no hot water, but it must be a reasonable amount of time. They must take steps and precautions to go ahead and fix whatever issue is occurring as soon as possible. In some cases, you can only go 24 hours without heat before the landlord must do something. This doesn't mean you can withhold rent after 24 hours though. There are still a few other steps you must take. The third thing that you usually want to do in these circumstances is notify the proper authority. Notify the housing or the health department. Notify the right entity. The right government entity will investigate the issue. They'll issue fines and citations to your landlord to fix the issue. They will investigate the timeline that your landlord has to fix the issue. Usually without notifying the housing authority or the health department of the concern or the issue, you can't withhold rent. Now, each state, like I said, is going to be specific and have its own laws, and this is just generally speaking, but you must notify these government entities in addition to your landlord and in addition to letting your landlord have an opportunity to fix it before you can withhold rent. Disclaimer alert, these are only 3 things that you should do before withholding rent. Every state is different and every state will have different requirements, and some states require more things that you must do and some states require less things that you must do before you can withhold rent from your landlord. If you're thinking about withholding rent from your landlord for a heat issue or a hot water issue or a warranty of habitability issue in general, consult with an attorney. An attorney can provide you with a bevy of options and evaluate your case to see if you've taken the proper steps before withholding rent. That way you don't end up in a situation where you've withheld rent prematurely or under the wrong pretenses and now you owe your landlord. I have so many clients that end up in this situation. Don't let it be you. That's all, folks. Thank you so much for joining us today. This has been at least 3 things you should do before withholding rent from your landlord. Once again, I am Marquel Cade with Cade Mark Law, your favorite neighborhood lawyer. Protect your brand. Grow your business. Stay frosty, my friends. We will see you tomorrow.